Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Creating buy orders for resources. So click on your character, open marketplace, go to the plus at the bottom of right hand side of the screen. Okay, up the top you have buy and sell. That's sell, that's buy. Choose to buy item. You have a search menu here. I'll type in leather. Okay, there you go, leather, resource. Quantity, I'll be wanting to buy them. I want to buy bulk. However, if I put them in packs of 100, hopefully they'll be purchased faster. I'll be buying them at 6 gold per, so 600 gold per pack of 100 leather. And I started off with around 21,000k, so I'm going to be doing quite a lot of packs, over 1,000 leather in total. So rinse and repeat. Choose item to buy. So see there how leather's still written up. So it's really easy. 100, backspace, 6 gold per, 600 gold, 400 leather, buy. Create a buy order. Now I'm going to be doing wood next. Flagging materials, 5 wood, 3 leather per flag. Okay. So I only need 3 leather to put down a flag. So I see leather's around 6 gold, 5 gold per, 3 to 5 gold. So if I do 6, then hopefully people will sell me their leather. And it's only extra $100, 100 gold per 100. So it's not letting me create the buy order on that one. Try that again. Ah, yes. So I didn't hit leather. Here we go. 14k. I'll do another 1, 2. I'll do another 2. One more. Okay, now I shall do some wood. Okay, so we've got a whole lot of types of wood here. And I'll be going for the resource wood for flagging. Okay. Now, woods. I've seen some people trying to buy wood for 8 gold per. So if I go 9 or 10 packs of 100. So I've got 14k. That'll give me 1400 wood at 10 per. I'll go 10 per. Okay. If I go 9 per, how much is that going to be? That'll give me 1500. It's only going to give me like an extra 155 wood. I mean, whoop-de skippity do, you know. So I'll do it at that. Little bit extra gold here for somebody and a little bit extra chopping for me at some point. And helping the marketplace as well get on its feet. Now, I did post some obsidian last night. Packs of obsidian. 30 gold per was my lowest. None of them have sold as of yet. And I did post some old weapon. I'm not selling my armor scraps. I'm going to wait to see what happens with the gold gear release to see if we need scraps, or as they are a rare drop. 8k to go, 7k to go. So yeah guys, this marketplace is actually quite nice to use once you get your head around it. Wood, quantity 100, price per unit 10 gold. Okay, now I have 50 echoes there. However, that is a real life currency, so be wise to hold on to that. For doing things like class changes, stat scroll changes, personal choice buys. Okay guys, I'll do one more and that'll allow me 300-ish gold to repair my gear. Right, there we go. 21k gold that I put into. Now, if I have a look for orders, go out of the marketplace. I'll refresh my game. Go into marketplace. And go into resources. Right. As there wasn't... Okay, here we go. Wood. Order book. Odd. Well, there's my leather orders, right? 666. Not sure why it hasn't loaded up on the wood, unless someone's sold them all already. Mailbox. Notifications. Nope. Try load it again. Under wood. It just doesn't seem to have loaded at all. However, it has loaded some of the leather. I can't seem to view the full order book for leather. I don't know what dump all is. I don't know what limit order is. And I'm not going to risk trying to press them. Resources, newest first. Loader high. Try that. Nope. I'll go newest. All markets. No, it's just not loading. Okay. Well, I did post it. So I'm hoping that it works. So at the moment I'm flagging in New Zealand, and that's New Zealand there, right? Next to Australia. And if I scroll in on Google Maps, so I've flagged right up at 90 Mile Beach up the top, all the way down to Auckland, all the way down plus the Hobbiton movie set, all the way down to Te Kuiti State Highway 3, and then I went all the way along State Highway 3 right down to New Plymouth, and then I've gone all the way down to Whanganui, all the way to Palmerston North. Then I went to Woodville and I started going up this way, so I went the wrong way. So I've U'd back. I actually wanted to go down State Highway 1 along the coastline, but I'm going inland. So I'm about here, coming up to Pukaha National Wildlife Centre, the way to Masterton, and I'll be going all the way to Wellington. So pretty much the whole stretch of the North Island of New Zealand. And then I'll be looking across over the Cook Strait. Captain Cook Strait. Notorious stretch of water there between the two New Zealand islands. And then I'll be going into Picton, or music to the sounds there. Back down State Highway 1. Now whether I follow the east coast down to Christchurch, or whether I go inland across the side of the national park, I'm likely to be going down the coastline, to be honest. Down the coastline, capture Christchurch. I won't be going over to the west coast straight away. I'll probably more than likely just follow the coastline all the way down to Invercargill, right, down to Bluff. And at some stage I'll want to go and take Stewart Island, right? Stewart Island being the very bottom island of New Zealand there. And that's, yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. So some hundreds of kilometers. New Zealand isn't a massive country, okay? I'd say it's over 20 hours of straight driving, though. And then like a 3-hour ferry crossing between the two islands. Hence why I'm making orders for wood and leather. Though, I'll be honest guys, I haven't purchased a lot of materials. At this point in the game, I have done a lot of resource gathering myself. And I will be looking to, if I need to keep farming resources. However, when you're flagging like this, naturally your resources deplete. As you can see, my flags aren't loading. Not always. Sometimes they load behind. So, and I'm 100% a fan of the dragon flag banner. Freaking amazing. 10 out of 10, whoever come up with that design. The colors are just exceptional. A fierce looking flag indeed. So yesterday I trialed the War Spear as Ranger. Quite a hard-hitting spear. However, I'm not a massive fan of it due to the lack in range, even with the Silver Orb. However, I can imagine when quick slots come into play to be able to quick slot weapons and etc. I believe it was the crossbow required strength, and so does the War Spear. So speccing as a ranger, if you wanted to change from melee to range, you could go crossbow to spear and have your skills quite closely, your stats quite closely similar, whereas the longbow requires like 38 agility. So it'd be, yeah. And the crossbow only required 30 agility or 30 intelligence, something like that. The point is, the longbow stats didn't really match the War Spear very nicely, whereas the crossbow does, if you were looking to go down that road. Yeah. Alright, Nana. Yeah, easy. So, yeah. Well, let's have a look on the leaderboards. I am pretty close to 3,876. Pretty close to 4K flags. I can't say I've been pushing flags massively. I have been trying to soak up some of the natural enjoyment from the game. And I see a lot of players quite similar there, around that 5 to 3K mark, 5 to 2K mark sort of thing. Okay. And that's a good thing. I mean, we have some people pushing flags very heavily. And then there's also purposeful flagging. Like I am flagging down a highway. I am being selective about how I'm putting flags down, what way I'm flagging, right? I have actually hardened a whole stretch. So I'll show you. I hardened all the way from 90 Mile Beach all the way into Auckland. That whole stretch there is hardened, believe it or not. And then part of the coastline as well, either side. And then if I harden from Auckland down to New Plymouth, then that's over halfway down the North Island, you see. And that's about 2,500 flags, that stretch. So I've hardened about 1,000 flags, and it's 5 wood per hardened flag, and 2 iron ore, and is it 2 stone? 3 stone. I do have a lot of stone, not so much iron ore. Alright, I better get out of here. Alright guys, cheers for watching.